Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis, and tonight technically, I'm gonna show you guys my skincare routine, like me taking off my makeup, skincare products, washing my face, the whole nine. So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. And yeah, I'm kind of oily a little bit. Not too bad. I ain't do nothing too much today. So I don't know. Some days I'm just more oily than others, or some times of the year I'm more oily than others. But yeah, so my makeup needs to come off. We lost the ombre in the lip. Like it's time to go. So I'm gonna kind of talk about some of the products that I use. Everything is drugstore. And I will show you what I do because I always get asked what I use on my face, skincare. So skincare wise, so that's what I'm gonna be showing you guys today. Everything is pretty much very easy to find. You can literally find all of this at Walmart for the most part, and Target. Maybe one thing you probably can't get from Target, but everything else you can definitely get from Walmart. So yes, so I guess I'm gonna talk about each product and then use it. Yeah. Okay, so first off, I have to take my makeup off because it's two separate things. Like you take your makeup off and you break your makeup down and then you wash your face. Some people do multiple cleanses. Sometimes I'll do that as well, but I don't have that much makeup on, so I'll just probably do two. I don't think there's anything that's gonna be super hard to come off. Sometimes my eyebrows or my mascara, but I didn't wild out too much today in the mascara department. So today I'm going to be using the Milani Green Goddess Makeup Melter Cleansing Balm. This has cannabis sativa in it. It does not smell like marijuana at all, so don't be alarmed. It has a sweet smell, but not like candy sweet or like, why am I putting this on my face sweet? I rarely, hardly ever, I mean, in my entire life, I have very sensitive skin, and to use a scent on my face, no. But I figured I'm rinsing this off, so it shouldn't be too horrible. So I kind of like eased it in there um, to take off my makeup, and it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't sting my eyes. It doesn't give me any kind of rash. I don't have any type of reaction to it. So I just continue to use it because cleansing balms are kind like more affordable. Cleansing balms are a little bit harder to come by that are actually good and are gonna make your makeup removing process more pleasant, because if it's not a pleasant experience, it's going to be really hard for you to want to use the product, or even maybe want to put on makeup because you don't like taking it off, or not taking off your makeup at all at night. Don't do that. So this does not bother me at all, and it has a very light smell. The only place I've actually seen this is Walmart. It's like $11 or $12, I think, which is pretty good for a really, really good cleansing balm, because I'm rinsing this down the drain. Not that I wouldn't spend the money on my face. I would, but I'm rinsing it down the drain. It's like a balm. You see, I've been in this thing, but it's like that is lip liner, y'all, on my finger. Don't be alarmed, honey. But it's like a balm texture. I have clearly been in this. I love this. I'm definitely gonna repurchase. It is, what is this? It is, I think it's how many ounces is it? Oh, it's 1.5 fluid ounces. Before this, I was using the Naturium's cleansing balm, the purple ginseng, I think that's what it's called. I got it from Target. It's like 20 bucks for 3 some odd ounces, which is pretty good too, and that's really nice and really pleasant. So I've just been going back and forth between this one and that one. So there's like a little shot of it. So I'm gonna put my hair up, wash my hands, and then take my makeup off. Pause. Okay, I have my hair out the way, and I also push my baby hairs back because when I blend things, I blend them into my hair too a lot of the times. But I wanted to add, I know people may not like this, but for me, I have such sensitive skin, very reactive skin, and I just noticed when I was using towels on my face, even though like my towels are clearly clean, like they're obviously clean, it's still a towel, and it's just like, I don't want to put it on my face, and it just didn't react well, like me constantly using a towel on my face. So I do use paper towels on my face. Don't come for me. Okay, so we're going in. It's a good amount. And if I need more, I'll put more on there, especially like with my eyebrows, because I like my eyebrows to be like very crispy so they don't move. So yeah, I just kind of warm it up in my hands, and it turns into this really nice texture. It's nice. And then we just go in. And I'm actually not mad at the scent. It kind of, it's just a pleasant experience. Like, I'm not mad at the scent. Like, I really don't put scent on my face. Like, I think the only reason really I did this was because I'm rinsing it off my face. It's getting off my face, so it's not too serious. But yeah, I just make sure I like spend a little bit of time getting this off very gently, especially around my eyes, and then also my eyebrows. When I take my makeup off my eyebrows, I try to go in the direction of my eyebrows as much as possible, like the direction that they grow, because when I go like opposite so soon, then my eyebrows come out. It's like, girl, I need my eyebrow here. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but I like eyebrows. But yeah, and I notice like the longer I spend with my cleansers, like even if I'm just doing like cleanser and moisturizer, when I spend a good amount of time really like allowing the cleanser to do its thing, my skin feels so much better and it looks so much better. So I just, you know, spend a little bit of time really getting everything off. And I try to make sure I go in an order that's not like gross. Like, I'm not gonna go on my mouth and then go on my eyes. Like, maybe that's just like me overthinking, but yeah. Yeah, just ever so gently. And then make sure we get all under here. It doesn't burn my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes as well. Like, things will burn my eyeballs. And then we just start taking off the mascara. And I try not to like rub on my actual eyes, like pull my eyes all over the place. I do have hooded eyes and things like that, so I kind of think about that. But yeah, I just try to get the lashes. This looks so crazy. But it's so like satisfying. Like, when you start using a cleansing balm, it's very hard to go back. Like, even when I'm just washing my face and I don't have on makeup and it's just like sunscreen, I still enjoy this. Okay, I think we're cool. I'm gonna rinse this off with warm water. Don't use hot water. I'm sure we all know that. And don't use really cold water either. Don't do that. Okay, so I rinsed that off, and you can probably see I don't have any makeup on really. And if there's anything else that's on there, it's gonna be gone after I actually use a cleanser. So I'm just gonna go in. Everybody knows what this is at this point. This is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. And I like to use this at night because it's just a little bit more clarifying, and I use something else in the morning. So I just go in with my little pump. It's just like a gel. Same thing with my cleansing balm. I like to spend like a good amount of time really getting in there gently. And then it can like kind of dry down. You can kind of see the areas where it dries down because it's not like white anymore. And then I don't want to be like tugging on my face like that. So I kind of wet my hand when that happens. I don't want to pull my face. So yeah, I just really like work it in there and like pay attention to areas that are more problematic or you know, they're problematic. And I just give the cleanser a chance to work, and I just really focus on like the areas that are more problematic for me. Like my forehead, around my nose, and like right here more recently. I used to always break out on my forehead as a teenager, but now that I'm an adult, like I will get acne here, and it's really weird. Not acne, but like little pimples, or like if I'm gonna like have an outbreak, it's usually on my cheeks for some reason. Or I'll get it in like this area, which is, I had an esthetician, she was saying like it's like the hair there or something, and I was like, I guess. I was working in a spa, she was an esthetician, I was just talking to her about it, and she just said that, but she never really like did anything to my face, so she wouldn't really know. Like she wasn't like in my face, like in my skin doing anything. I just worked with her. So yes, now I'm gonna like kind of emulsify this a little bit more with water and then rinse it off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I rinsed everything off, I usually would do that in the shower. Like I would use my cleansing balm out here and just like rinse it off in the shower, and then go in and like use my cleanser. So I do all of that in the shower, or if I'm really tired or something, I'll do it in the sink. But usually that's done in the shower. And then I'll get out the shower and my face is wet. It is wet. I have wet face. It's kind of drying right now. But then I go in with this Hydra Boost Body Gel Cream with hyaluronic acid. This is fragrance free. It's for sensitive and dry skin. So this is equivalent to the Neutrogena gel cream that's in that little pot, but the only difference is this has petroleum in it, so it's a little bit thicker. And if that's the only difference, I'd rather pay less for more of this, because I use this on my body and my face when I get out of the shower. I have two different ones, but this is 16 fluid ounces. I think it's like $9, and I think that little pot is maybe the size of my cleansing balm, and it's like 16 or something like that. So I was like, and then this apparently has some exfoliating properties. Like it'll like slowly over time like exfoliate, which that's good too. I like that. It's gentle and it's, you know, doing its thing. So when my face is still wet, I put on my hyaluronic acid just so that it kind of like clings on to the water, like it holds the water on my face. And my face is very plump and it's smooth, and it just feels more, I don't ever get that tight feeling. I don't anyway with my products I use, but like, you know what I mean? Like it just is more plump. It's more bouncy. It just kind of smooths everything out. And if you have oilier skin than me, I have like combo to oily. And if I'm going to be dry, it's going to be on my cheeks. You may like this maybe at nighttime, or if your skin is like really dry, or under makeup. I think I'm gonna try the pot though. Like I want to get through this, or I could just use it for my body, but I do want to try the pot. And now another CeraVe product. Clearly love CeraVe. This is a CeraVe moisturizing cream for normal to dry skin. And this has 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid, and this has a very rich texture. So I really love this at night. I'm gonna show you the texture. Or in the wintertime. And it's pretty okay under makeup. It's not too bad. But yeah, I just do a little bit. And I just put it all over my face and my neck. Make sure I get, this sounds really weird, but I go like the opposite way of my eyebrows so that so that I get lotion in like underneath the hair. It's like sometimes I see like dry flakes in people's eyebrows and I'm like, And I just thought about it, so I was like, maybe I should make sure I put lotion there. So yes. All right, so this would be my routine if I'm like dead tired, I don't feel like it, whatever. I would stop here. But when I'm going to use actives, I let this dry first. So I'll like go do something around my apartment and then I'll come back and then use my actives, just because when your skin is wet, it's more sensitive. Things can absorb a little bit faster. And then I also like to, just because I have very sensitive skin and I'm kind of scared, I like to use whatever moisturizer first and kind of give my skin, like, it kind of lessens the chance of irritation, lessens the chances for irritation if I put all my moisturizers and stuff on first and I let my skin dry and then I go in with my active ingredients. So I'm gonna let my face dry and I'm gonna go do something and I'll come back and I'll show you what I use after all of this. So see you in a minute. Well, maybe like 20. Okay, I'm back and my face is dry. And not like dry, like tight or anything. It feels normal. It's been about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And I'm gonna go in with my actives and an occlusive. So, the first active that I put on is an Adaoalene Gel. And this is the one from Differin. This is the Adaoalene Gel 0.01%. Oh no. So this is what I'm gonna use. Now this I have done too much with. Like you literally, like you really don't need a lot. Like that. Even maybe a little bit less, but this is usually what I do. Like a little pea size. And then I kind of just put it around my face and I don't put it around my nose or like my eyes. Don't put this around your eyes at all. It's very strong. It will make your eyes crusty. I almost put it on my nose while I was talking. It'll make your eyes crusty and dry and sensitive. So like I said, I really work this into the areas where I get kind of irritated, like pimples and stuff. And what this helps me with the most, I would say it kind of seems like it exfoliates my skin. I don't know if that's one of the things that it does, but it helps me fight any like existing pimples or future pimples. So that's what I use it for. I'm only 25, so anti-aging is not something that I'm like tripping about, but obviously it's always good to start, and you have to wear sunscreen if you're gonna wear this, because what's the point of anti-aging if you don't wear sunscreen? I haven't tried this on my neck. I'm a little bit too scared to try it on my neck. I know they make them like retinols for your neck and around your eyes. So I'd rather just go ahead and get those, which I probably will try. And I just, you know, and this is good for fine lines, wrinkles, anti-aging, hyperpigmentation. It's good for hyperpigmentation, like the dark spots, wrinkles, fine lines, all the things. So if you haven't started using retinol and sunscreen yet, I don't know what you're doing. So yes, I put that on, and then after that, I go in with this acne spot treatment. This is the this is just a benzoyl peroxide acne treatment, and this is the 2.5%. I know they have a 10%, but apparently they work the same, so why possibly harm yourself when the 2.5% works? And this is just the Up&Up brand. The Target brand. This couldn't be any more than like $5, and it's amazing. It's really good for like preventing future acne and also treating the current acne or breakout that you have. About the same amount that I do with my my Adaoalene. It was so crazy. I was in, oh yeah, and the Adaoalene gel helps with like sunspots and stuff like that too. So I also use it on the back of my hands. But I was in Ulta today, and I was like in the line, like the checkout, and they have like all the stuff. And I was just looking at stuff, and there was a benzoyl peroxide acne medication, and oh Lord. And I was like looking at the price. I was like, for benzoyl peroxide? For what? I mean, you know, I understand people love to support brands and things like that. Me too. And you'll spend a dime on your face, and what works for you, and you're like afraid to try new things, or you're good with what you got, with what you have. But I was just looking at that price of that benzoyl peroxide, and I was like, for why? Why? Okay. So I don't use it as a spot treatment. I use it all over because it's just preventative, you know? Why have to fight more hyperpigmentation and all that stuff? So I just use it like this. And then now I'm about to go on with a petroleum jelly, just like petroleum jelly, or aka Vaseline, but it's petroleum jelly. The thing with occlusives, like ointments on your face has to be clean. Like, you have to have a clean face, and you have to be sure that nothing on your face is like going to hurt you. That's why I like to let everything dry and stuff before I use my active ingredients. But this isn't occlusive. This is just the Equate Baby 100% petroleum jelly, white petroleum jelly, skin protectant. And I have these specifically everywhere. I get them in Walmart in the baby section, but your face has to be clean when you use any kind of ointment, CeraVe, Aquaphor, Vaseline, whatever, because whatever you put on this will lock it in, and it almost like enhances it. At first I was very afraid to put this like a ointment on my face because of how thick and inclusive it is, how you know what Vaseline feels like, that feeling. I was just afraid it was gonna clog my pores and it was gonna just cause a mess. It really doesn't do anything but bring me so much joy and happiness and beautiful skin. So I just do a little bit as well. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need to wild out. And it enhances everything that's already going on, so it's almost like more bang for your buck. I feel that way about my body care as well. Like when I put some form of an ointment or an oil on top, it's locking it in. I know some people like will mix it in, but I like to put it on top because it's locking in the moisture. So like I'll do my shower, I'll have my hyaluronic acid to hold the water on me, and then I'll put on my moisturizer, and then I put on my oil or my occlusive. That's what I do. So same thing with my face. I go in. We all know what Vaseline looks like. And then I just kind of put it on my face. I'm not scared of this at all anymore. Like, at first I was like, what? Like the slugging thing, I was like, I don't know about that. But I just cannot. I don't do this every single night, but I definitely do it. It can kind of get in my, like if I put it on my eyelids, it makes my vision blurry. That sounds terrible. It makes my like vision blurry because I feel like it's getting into my eye. Obviously it doesn't do anything. It's just like kind of in my eye. But sometimes it can make my like vision blurry. But I kind of like put it around. I kind of just put it on my eyelid. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll put it on like the, what is this bone? Orbital bone? Your orbital bone. I think that's what this is called. Like the socket that your eyeball sits in. And then when you put it in your eyes, you don't necessarily have to put it directly, you know, on your eyeball. But because it moves, that's why it kind of gets in my eye, because it's going to travel toward the eye. So, yes, darling. All in the neck. All of the things. But yes. And then I also will put it on my lips, child. Because crusty lips is not the business, okay? Awesome sauce. And yes, ma'am, this is my nighttime skincare routine. Yeah, so if you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Good night.